Wow, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Today we about to do a podcast. Side Enterprises. It's going to be an interview with a barber. I'm really not too sure the whole details. We're going to pull out Big Mom's face over here. We could probably put you on like what's really going on. And yeah, we about to go take a look inside.
Motherfucking Screwface Pele, nigga. Screwface. A side enterprise. Messy. Bishop. Simon Black. Shock. Let's get it.
The generation is like they got potential, and so it's just like they're too lazy. That's all. They're just too lazy. They just need to be more focused, more proactive. Don't depend on everything like what's given to them. When we have to grow up, we have to earn everything we get. Everything we get, we have to earn. You think I have to, like how the way I dress and stuff, I earned this, got it like this and stuff? I have to work and earn it. Nobody give it to me. I work for $2, maybe pennies. I don't care what it is. Alongside his mind, I have to say, hey, I work for it. Most of them don't know about that hard work.
So you wasn't ashamed to work at McDonald's?
Hell freaking no. It was money to put in your pocket and to survive the next day.
So where you think that come from though? Like the difference to where you have to work for it versus they feel more entitled.
They feel embarrassed to work in McDonald's. That's beneath them. But at the end of the day, it's not about where you work at. It's what you do with the money. That's the problem. A lot of them don't realize what you do with the money. Look at me. I'm like, I fix up my whole entire house, fix up the backyard. And we're like, yo, man, you got a lot of money. No, I work right there. They're like, get the fuck out of here. You work right there. It's like, yes. It's what you do with your money.
Okay, how you handle
If you know how to do it, like me, I'm a jack of all trades. That's the beauty about me. I like to learn and absorb knowledge. That's the one thing I like to do.
I agree and disagree with you, man. The reason why I say I agree with you, you're right. This younger generation is definitely lazy. But you gotta understand, this is a different time. These younger generation now, they're not making the money that we used to make back in the days. They're making more money. So a guy like me that's working here and a young dude that's scamming, that's making 10 bands for the day, what could I tell them? I can't tell them nothing. They don't respect that. You understand? They're gonna be like this, what could you tell me about life? What could you tell me about work hard? I'm making 10 bands. You leaving here with $100 and something. That's how they look at it. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a big disconnect. There's no respect. It's not the same way like how it used to be. You know? And I blame a lot of the older generation, because the generation there now, you know, to learn something, you have to be taught. Understand what I'm saying? You gotta be taught it. And this generation doesn't want to learn, and the older generation now, I see a lot of, I own this barbershop, and I see this older generation now, they on some shit like, to the younger dudes, they be like this, yo, what up? Yo, you the big homie. This dude here is younger than you, man. This dude here is, you 45, this dude here is 19. And you call him the big homie? Nah, that can't work, man. So it's a lack of respect from the younger youth and also the older youth. You know what I'm saying? They're not showing them the right way. So they're not gonna listen, you know?
Exactly.
I try to help a lot of young youths that come to the barbershop, but they don't listen. It's hard. You know, I'm not saying I'm giving up on them, but it's hard. It's very hard to talk to them. You know, everything is about respect. And what I notice about this generation now, the younger generation, they're too fucking sensitive. Everything to them is a disrespect.
Oh.
You know, I had a situation in here one time where we had some women in here with their kids. It was a holiday weekend going on, and one of the younger youths was in here, and he was talking to his homie, and he was like this, yo, man, word, man. Yo, I smashed Shorty out, man. Yo, Shorty was giving me head. I said, yo, bro. I said, yo, you gotta watch your language. I said, yo, you have women here with their kids and everything like that. And the first reaction from this young dude was like he said, what I said? Everything was aggressive. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna embarrass him inside here. I said, yo, listen, man, let me talk to you outside. I ain't go to him to bully him up. I said, yo, man, listen. I said, yo, you got a mother, right? You got brothers and sisters and everything like that. How would you like somebody talking like that in front of your mother? He looked at me and said this, yo, word, big homie, word. Yo, you right. I said, yo, that's a lady with her child. She don't want to hear that. You know, this is a business place. This is not, you're not outside. You could do that shit outside, but this is a business place. So he said, yo, understand, man, understand. He slapped me 5 and gave me a hug. And I hugged him hard, and I noticed that this younger generation, they need more of a hug. They need love. They need to be shown love, man. They don't have no love. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I chime in on that?
Yeah,
or
definitely.
Something? Okay, so I was talking to somebody the other day, and they made a statement like, you know, basically the young guys nowadays are being mothered too much. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying like, you know, so when they see a real man, they don't know how to respect that man because, you know, everything, like their mom that is, you know, the breadwinner, she does everything for them or whatever. So, you know, I said basically like, you know, we try to protect our boys. I'm a girl mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I was a boy mom, we want to protect our sons from the street. We know how it is for young black men, boys, whatever. You know, they go out here, they get involved in the wrong things and stuff like that. So we're just trying to protect them. So I asked him, I'm like, whose fault do you think that is? Do you think it's the men? Or do you think it's the woman's fault, for teaching them how to, because he was saying like everybody is soft, like, kind of what you were saying, like it's a lot of soft and they sensitive and things like that nowadays. But whose fault is that? The mom, when we're by ourselves, we just try to, protect them and things like that. We love on them and stuff like that. And it's different if, the man is involved, he's going to teach them how to be a man, you know what I'm saying? But when the man is not around,
the male,
yeah.
there's a void
yes,
in
a
the
void.
males.
So whose fault is that?
Pull up.
It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's up to the mind.
Peace.
You to teach a person so much knowledge in their head. It's up to that visual how to develop their mind and everything. It could be the parents. It's nobody's fault. You to teach them all you could and everything. You to be in a good home and everything.
Right.
Everything is handed to them. Everything is taught them. Train them and everything. It's up to that person how to go through life.
Right.
You gotta find their own road. You can't tell them what when they hit a certain age. They be like, "Oh, you can't tell me what I want to do." And so, hey, all right, that's up to you. But I hope you make the right choices.
Right.
Just
So
like
when
what
do
you
you
said.
give up though? Like when do you just let them?
You never give up.
Not give up, like completely, but like when do you let them, like
You gotta let them go their own path when they say they want to go their own path. If they're ready to go on their own path, you can't hold their hands or anything after that. You gotta let them and say, "Hey, I'm here if you need help."
Right.
That's all you could do.
Right.
All you gave them the tools, knowledge, and everything. After that, you just gotta let them be. Let them explore the world. Let them make their wrongs and stuff. But you to be there just to help them out if they make a wrong choice.
You know what? I fully agree with you and acknowledge that. I fully agree with the aspects of it, right? But I feel like as males, we are responsible. Male, the role of males. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just almost like a God-given duty that was given to us. We're leaders and we're responsible in a sense.
That's true.
And I feel like because in a sense, a lack of us being there for whether prison, death, or whatever. You know what I mean? And I feel like as time went along, it thinned out more because, like she mentioned earlier, it's more mothers, it's more women there to raise them. Because women raised a lot of us.
But
my mother raised me.
That
so
is
you
true.
feel me?
But you gotta understand the same way. A lot of our parents lied to us. Lied to us about a lot of simple stuff just to hide the truth. They sometimes they would lie to us, "Oh, that's your daddy. Oh, this is not your da-da-da-da-da." But instead of they tell the truth, they don't want to tell the truth. They want to keep it. Then you find it years later. It's like, "Whoa, I thought this was my daddy." I grew up with this person. I raised with this person. This person raised me and stuff. I'm not gonna call no next person, "Oh, that's your real daddy." No, that's my daddy. He raised me since I was 5. That is it.
I mean, that should be it. Because if somebody comes into a woman's life when their kid is a baby and they take that responsibility over,
It don't have to be exactly. It don't have to be blood related.
Exactly.
It don't have to be blood related because this is the thing about a lot of people don't understand. oh, family is family. Oh, you're blood related. Doesn't matter your family. It's the person who make you feel like a family.
The person that's gonna protect
You
you.
to be blood related to the person. If that person don't make you feel like a family, you don't want to be a part of that. You don't want to be a part of that negative, that stupidity of life. Me, I like to be peaceful. I'm willing to help out anybody who needs help. Everybody know me and they're so like, yo, that's a helpful person. He's always wanted to help out somebody. Even if I die today, everybody will see it. They're like, yo, that man always help out every person anytime he need help. If you need help, I'm there. But a lot of people don't know about that help. I have to help with, like, I remember one time, I'm walking on Eastern Parkway. Mind my own business, and it's snow, big ass snowstorm and stuff. So much snow happened the next day. So I'm walking, I'm trying to help this old lady. You know what this old lady said to my face? I said, hey, I said to her, hey, you need help? She said, I don't need your fucking help. I said, whoa. I'm just trying to help you because, like, you're small and I'm just offering you a hand.
Right, because that's what.
Because I'm a gentleman. That's a gentleman supposed to do. A man's always see, if you see somebody who need help, you're supposed to, like, at least do it. You don't have to do it. No man have to do say, oh, I'll help you and everything. I just say, like, let me help this woman, and she say, but and like, out of nowhere, she just cursed me out. Say, all right, go on your day.
Hold on. Anybody on the younger side? You guys want to say something on that picture?
As a younger generation, what do you feel is the disconnect between the older generation and the younger generation? What do you think is the problem? AJ, what you think? Come on, tell me, AJ.
Y'all gotta speak up.
Disconnect between the older and the younger generation. I feel like the older generation thinks that everything that they did and grew up with is correct for me, and understood that y'all came from a different timeline, so it's different now. It's a different generation. Everybody's not going to say, yo, this is cool and this is not cool. Everybody is, younger generation is crazy. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but like, I don't know. We just don't.
Watch out, bro.
Niggas just don't keep the certain standards that
Don't know what like her.
we used to have, but it's different now. That's how much I could explain.
I like that.
What's up, man? What you think, DJ? What you drinking on right there, man? Let me get some of that.
DJ drinking apple juice.
Alright, so I could agree with what he said. Add on to it, like the older generation, it's like things is different now. It's not the same like how it used to be back then. Like certain things change, like the standards, like how you said, and like how people hold themselves. I'm not gonna lie, like some people in the younger generation, they be wilding out, but it be reasons, but they go too far. But the older generation, let's say like let me give an example, like how he was like certain ways of like certain things y'all grew up with. I can say that, let's say, let me give an example about like parenting and stuff like that.
Help him out, guys.
I'm trying to think right now because I be losing my train of thought. I just lost my train of thought.
That's what your homies get a catch.
It's y'all time to shine. Take y'all time.
He was bringing up parenting and whatnot. I feel like, for example, we give an example. His mom is crazy, man. I'm talking like what could be one little thing, and she drags the whole situation. No disrespect, but like as a parent, everybody sees things differently, so we all got a different mindset of how the world works and whatnot. So it's just like you live how you live, and
So what's your take on them saying you guys are kind of disrespectful though? What's your stance on that? Because y'all say I be wildin'.
Me personally, like, it depends on how people grow up. Everybody don't got the same family and the same background and the same village that most people will get. So that they disrespecting you might be their respect to them. So you know how.
Okay.
I have a question. So, can you give it like an example of how his mom be wilding out? Because I'm a mom.
I think he should give an example of how his mom be all that. That's like
let's say like
Yo, she might see this video. Be careful.
let's say like partying.
That's why I say too
Nah,
much.
be real.
Alright.
This is
Let's say like partying, right?
this is
I
about
could go out
being
one
real.
day, right? It could be like 2 weeks ago or a week ago or like a whole month ago, 2 months. She'll be like, oh, you just went out the other day. And because I'm saying, I asked her what's the reason, she can't give me a reason why. So then I'll be like, my friend going, you know him, you know his parents, blah, blah. And she'll be like, just because you were out the other day means that you can't go out. And then when I try to ask her like what for the reason, she'll start to argue with me, take it loud, then
Okay, so being a mom, like I said, I don't have any boys, but I have a daughter, and she likes to party. She's in that life, And it was one time when she was going out, like when she first started, she probably was like 18. I was like, okay, go ahead. It was always something going on, so I didn't want to hold her back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, go ahead. But every minute I was calling. So I was like, you having fun? Like, where you at? What you doing? She was like, Mom, I'm not having fun because you keep calling me every 5 minutes, so I can't have fun. So I had to like back up. But it's only protection. Like when y'all don't understand. When y'all go in these streets, anything can happen at any time. Y'all have on the wrong color, y'all go to the wrong hood. We be worried. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the mothering part comes in. And like we love y'all, we care for y'all, we don't want nothing to happen. I understand that sometimes it might be a little bit too much for y'all. But you have to think about your parent too. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all our children. Like, we care about y'all. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nothing to happen. So having a conversation with her and just letting her know that, like, Mom, like I'm getting a little older now, whatever, however you speak to your mom, maybe that'll help the situation a little bit. But, let her know where you're going. Don't hide. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to tell her every detail.
Okay.
But just, like, Mom going over here, so-and-so, like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that'll ease up the fear a little bit. Maybe, I don't know.
So I want to add one thing to that, because even though the generation is gap, the protection your mom's is using versus some of the stuff he mentioned from withholding who his father was, I mean, not per se you, but just in general, because they feel like that's their way of protecting you, right? That's what they do. They justify their action because in their best interest, they feel like they're doing the right thing. And they're not considering your feelings or how this will fully affect you down the line.
Right.
In their mind, it's their way of protecting you. You know what I mean? And even though the generation is gap, it's still the same procedures.
So what do you think that, like, for your mom not to be on top of you like that, like, what do you think that you can do better, or what do you think that she can do better? Like,
She's not really on top of me like that no more.
You'll pull up
But it's like, it was to that extent, let's say like 2 years ago-ish. But
I mean, you was
I started
17.
improving. Yeah.
So,
But still, when I was 18 too,
okay.
but she started to like ease up.
Okay. I have a personal question. Is your dad in your life? Like, is your dad around?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he in the house? Like,
No.
Yeah, there's more people too. Let's hear from them.
well, it's somebody in the back, but.
What's up, man? Tell me what you think. What you think is the disconnect between the older and the younger generation? That's all. What do you think is the disconnect?
That's a D1 prospect right there.
Huh? Tell me, what you think?
That's a D1 prospect.
Like the disconnect, you gotta know, what do you think that the older generation could do with the younger generation to connect better?
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
They gotta do more with each
We
other.
want to hear more from you, bro.
I feel like they just gotta do
We want to hear
more.
some more from you, man. Come on.
Do more together.
I mean,
Just
it's
give
a
me 5 more
shot
minutes.
over there.
Give me 5 more minutes.
That's it. Just do more together. That's it.
Give me 5 more minutes.
Alright,
man.
gang.
All right, stay for 5 minutes.
Up and coming D1 prospect right here.
All right.
You going to the NBA?
Yeah, we want to hear your opinion, man. Call him in, man. What's your name, bro?
what me?
So just hear what they have to. Yeah, what's your name?
What's your name first?
Devon.
Devon, yeah, let's Devon and back and forth talk, you know what I mean?
So just hearing what they have to say, like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, like I said before, every man, every woman need to follow their own role in life. It could be bad, good. You don't know what twists and turns you will come out, but at least have a parent to back you up with on that road. Till you find your own footing and everything on that road, you'll be good.
Right, so you think that what he's saying about his mom, like, how do you you think his mom is wrong, or you know he should kind of
is
like
gonna protect his son the best of his ability.
right.
The same thing a father's gonna protect his children the best of his ability. It may be wrong, it might be bad, it might be good, but it's up to him to find his way of life to show what's right for his kids.
Okay.
He don't mean no justified, or she mean no justified, or like, you know, trying to just like, oh, cause it's just like, you know, just trying to protect them and stuff the best as they could. Like I said, the best of knowledge and everything. Dish out all the knowledge they could get, what they experienced and stuff. But the same thing he just said, time change.
Right. Do you have children?
Like time change. Ain't no games how it was like that. It have games. But they don't have no colors and stuff and everything like that. Nah, it's no colors no more. The colors don't exist no more.
Listen, like I said, this era is different, and what it is, we got to learn to understand them. You know, everybody's different and all of that stuff, but it's what I see and what I notice is the lack of respect. But like I said before, a lot of the older generation like will look up to the younger ones and call them the big homie.
Right.
You know, so it's it's just a lack of respect, and a lot of the brothers that are older, they're not really guiding the younger generation. And like I said, it's a different time because you know their language barrier is different from our language barrier.
Right.
I was in the corner store getting something to drink, and I'm standing in front of the refrigerator, and the guy said, "Yo, bro, you could pass me a water?" I said, "Nah, no problem." He said, "Nah, I ain't talking to you, man. I'm talking to her." I said, so now they calling the females the bro.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? In my era, we didn't call no females no bro.
Right.
So I said it's like it's a totally different era. So it's just that we got to understand them, and they got to try to understand us also. But like I said, to me, because I'm older, I see this generation is lost. Like with them, I play around with them, but shit that they talk about, I look at them like they crazy, and shit I talk about, they look at me like I'm crazy. And you know, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna keep it real.
That's what
I grew up at my age eating Nathan's and hot dogs. When I say hot dogs, these niggas be pause. I'm like, what? I said, man,
Yeah, I grew up in
this is
that
a hot
kind of
dog.
era.
They said, pause, son, pause. You can't say that.
So I'm like,
You understand? So that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm in like in
that part is
I'm
right.
like in their age group and their age group. I'm in the
No,
between.
but it's still the same shit though, right?
Cause we started that pause shit.
It's the same shit.
Hot dog like that, we like, whoa, pause.
But no, it's a different era, but the same shit. Because when we was growing up and he said something stupid, they be like, "Gil, give me mine," and they slap you in the back of your head.
Like I
Like,
did
give me
say,
mine.
that's why I
Right?
said I'm in their age group and I'm in their age group. I'm in between. So I understand when they say, "Whoa, you said hot dog." Oh, whoa, dude. Nah.
But I want to ask each of y'all one question, like, because you know we all voicing what we think is the biggest gap between the generation. Like, we want to hear from you guys what y'all think they're not doing that y'all might need, because we talking about what y'all lack respect, y'all lack this, y'all lack that. You know, what they're not giving to y'all that you be like, man, y'all lack this. You know what I mean? That's why we kind of almost the way we are. What's your opinion on that? And I want to hear from Shorty too when she come out. What's her name?
I don't got like
Andrea.
Andrea. I want to hear from
I don't
Andrea.
got like a disconnection with the older group. For me, me personally, I don't like. When I'm talking to the elders, I get my respect back. So I feel like when it comes to people that there's a disconnection, I just feel like there just needs to be more communication. I seen a video where an old dude was trying to talk to somebody in the street, a young dude in the street, and he almost died. He almost shot him because he's talking to him and he doesn't want to listen. But it's just how you approach people. Everybody is different. I'm gonna keep coming back to that. Everybody is different in their own way, and everybody doesn't want to, be respectful. And you just gotta leave them in that light. You can't force a connection that's not there. For me.
You feel like everybody's stuck in their ways?
Yeah, for sure. Like it might be a change, but it might not be right then at that point in time.
I have a question for you. So you say, how you being here, you play around with them and stuff like that. So
Right.
when you see them and you like, when you hear them talking about shit or whatever, and not just them, just you know anybody,
Right.
do you step up and do you say
Of course,
something?
I step up definitely.
Okay,
If
and-
I could help 3 out of 10, I'm doing my job.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But like I said to you before, it's very hard to talk to these
Right, I understand.
younger generation when the respect is not there. Because you know, first it comes for somebody to listen to you, they gotta respect you.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And I get a lot of respect out here in this neighborhood. I've been here for years, but this generation is different.
Right.
You know, and like I said before, they're very sensitive.
Right.
You can't tell one of these young dudes like, yo man, pull up your pants, your ass all the way out. Everything to them is a disrespect.
But maybe-
What they feel about that? I
Everything
want to
is
hear
a
what they
disrespect.
feel about
Everything
it.
is a
But
disrespect.
like the guy said, it's the way it's the
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah, but you
know?
approach, you be like this, yo, listen man, you don't wear your pants like that. You got your ass all out, this and that. That's not disrespectful. Everything to them is sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel that I said it disrespectfully, but they take it disrespectfully. That's where I say that, you know, you just said that you're a boy mom, right?
I'm a girl
You're
mom.
still a girl mom, right? But still, you still have to have the father
Right,
there.
right.
Because only a father could show a boy how to be a man.
Right. Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? A mother could raise him, but she
Right.
can't show him how to be a man.
Right.
And what I say that I see is a lot of sensitivity with these kids.
I agree.
A lot of them, you know, they don't have that masculinity no more, nothing like
agree.
that. Like I said, it's everything to them is they get emotional. They get very, very emotional.
I agree. So they be over mom.
Sometimes you don't want to say nothing to them because they take it too,
Right.
oh, yo, you disrespecting me in front of my homies. Nah, I didn't say nothing to you. You know, like a guy came here the other day talking about he was selling some products. Younger guy, he's selling like, you know, Lysol and all of that stuff. So I buy a whole bunch of stuff from him. And then he started talking to somebody and he was, yeah, yo, word, and da-da-da. And again, I corrected him. I said, hey, man, I said, keep it down a little bit, man. It's a business place. It's a barbershop. You know, we got women in here also. First thing he said is, I cool. Then he started talking his gang talk and said, yo, we don't do this and do. I ain't say nothing wrong to you. I just told you just keep it down. You got a woman in here, you know. It's the respect level.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying that they don't know and they weren't taught the respect. Because for you to know something is right and wrong, you have to be taught it. You understand? So it's just the errors are different, and I understand them.
They take on it.
I understand them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have the younger crowd around me, because sometimes they teach me a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like I might say something, and they be like this, yo, chill, that lingo, you don't talk that lingo. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because in my era, that's different. So I try to relate to them, and I try to take in some of their stuff from their era, and I try to teach them some of the stuff from my era to let them know. So, you know, it's just, it's you know, it's just a little difficult with them, but
Okay.
you can't give up.
Right. You can't give up. That's the main
You can't
thing.
give up.
You can't
Definitely,
You gotta keep, you know.
you got to keep trying. Like I said, if I
Once
could
you
help
get
three,
to,
if
right.
I could help 3 out of 10, I'm doing my job.
Right.
So,
So Ariana, that's your name.
Ariana, what's up?
Is that your name?
Andrea.
What's your name, Rihanna?
Andrea.
What's your name?
Andrea.
No, that's not my name. My name is Drea.
Drea. Okay, Drea. What's your take on? You know, you have any input?
I'm kind of still young. I just turned 17, so like I understand where like people be coming from, like my mom and stuff, because she be dragging it most of the time.
podcast.
But like I don't know, like I don't know what to say. Like I have to have a question. I don't have.
I mean, how do you feel like, you know, between the, you know, the disconnect? Like, do you feel that adults come at you, you know,
Yeah,
kind of
like-
rude, or they always trying to tell you what to do?
I don't.
And
I feel like teenagers, just the way they act nowadays and how social media is, then they just go off that and they just act how they act. Cause it's some people that act like are teenagers and they just don't be caring. Like they just disrespectful out the mouth and they don't care. So it starts from the home, and then when you come outside, that's how. And then social media, so that's two problems that like
generation.
younger kids have nowadays.
We doing the same shit right there. They an older generation.
right.
And they doing the shit we talking about right now, so it don't make no sense what we saying. Because they older, they doing the same shit we talking about.
All right, Jadel, you know, what you got to say about this? How you feel?
Feeling nice.
You know, you got your uncles and stuff. They always, you know, talking to you and stuff like that. Like, you know, what you take from that? How you feel?
Hold on, my fault. I mean, you feel me? Lack of communication, like he said, for the most part. Like, I feel like everybody is like, you feel me? How can I put it? Hey, everybody's stuck in their ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stuck in their ways. That's all I can really say from my observation. You feel me?
Well, you know, your uncle always say that, you know, he kind of paved the way and he kind of did some things and stuff like that, so you guys wouldn't have to go through it, you know. And y'all, you know, so how do y'all feel about that? Because I see when he tried to talk, or not just him, but you know, like, you know, older guys and everything. It's like y'all not trying to hear what they gotta say.
Like if I want to go outside, my mom would let me. But my pops would like be like, "Oh, you gotta come here. You gotta come back at a certain time." This and that. He's just way more harder on me.
So all right, so like me, right? I was locked up for a long time because my son, I told him he was the head of the house. I'm like, yo, you the head of the house. So he was mad little. One day I called him, he's like, yo man, that's too much pressure you putting on me. Talk about I'm the head of the house, you God. So is he putting pressure on you like that? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On some man shit. Like, yo, you gotta be a man. You gotta in a certain position as a man, you gotta make.
That happened before.
Yeah. So how you think that's a good thing? Because as men, I feel like we have roles and duties as men to fulfill.
Yeah. And I feel more of that because I'm his first son. So.
Yes. So you respect what he doing?
Uh-huh. It's just sometimes I'm gonna complain because I want to have my fun.
So what you got? What about you?
I've been living with my mom my entire life.
Yeah.
But like my mom, she kind of like played the role of both.
Yeah.
But she would be like, there's times when she'll be nice, but then it's like 90% of the time she's like super strict.
Yeah.
But like,
Who's more strict, your mother or your father?
My mom.
Okay, so that's who you fear more? Your mom's or your pop? Who you fear more? Because that's who runs shit.
Fear?
Who runs shit? Who runs shit? Who you listen to more?
My mom.
Alright. Your mom's run shit. What about you?
I speak to my father, but I don't speak to him like that because of a situation that happened between me and him, and he kicked me out when I was in LA. So I don't speak to him like that, but like I speak to him here and there, and I still respect him. Like he's still my father, but I feel like I don't feel like that because he just be doing a lot and too much for me. Like he just be doing too much for somebody that wasn't playing a role in my life for a very long time. For you to just come in my life and just like start doing all that.
Like you want to be dad now and tell me that?
Like so bad, and I understand that because I'm still your child. Like I'm still your blood.
Yeah.
But like I've had somebody play that role for you already.
So he feel like he ain't earned that position.
It's not.
In a sense?
Yeah, he ain't earned that position. Like he still ain't earned that position. But I'ma still respect him. I still love him because he's my father.
You think that's out the love of your heart, right?
Huh?
Is that out the love of your heart?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
out the love of my heart, yeah. But like my mom, like that's somebody like I could like talk to about anything. But sometimes she be losing me. But like most of the time, she's alright. She's okay. I love her. She played both roles in my life, like my mom and my dad. Because whenever she didn't have it, she always used to give it to me, and I appreciate her for that. But like my dad, nah.
So you know what? And that's what I want to ask, because you guys see the role that y'all parents are playing. You know what I mean? Like, you know y'all mother, y'all know y'all father, y'all know they love y'all, right? So why y'all still be on that bullshit and not listening to what they say?
No, because... Go first.
I listen, but she doesn't listen.
What do you mean?
Like, she doesn't understand. Or she will understand, but if it's not her way, she does not hear it.
Do you understand the point she's making when she's making a point? Do you acknowledge
I
it?
can understand some of the points when she's making it, but she doesn't understand my points. And then sometimes when I'll talk, as soon as she gets a point across, I can't get my point across.
I gotta agree
It's like
with him
you get
because I
shut
know
down.
the mother.
Right, but
You know?
maybe sometimes these kids
Nah.
understand they don't got a point
Nah,
to stand
nah, nah.
on when they
gotta-
mess up.
Nah.
Sometimes they mess up in a way where you lose your point.
Listen, let me tell you something. I gotta agree with him, right? I know the mother. And
Yo, that's messed up.
Nah, I gotta
Yeah.
tell you why I agree with him. I'm gonna tell you why. I've been here where he tried to talk to his mother about, Mom, let's come to a line in the middle where we could both, see what decision we could make or whatever and everything like that. He said that I want you to hear me out. And I seen the mother go, nah, it's this way. This is how it's gonna be. And then like sometimes I chime in and I go like this. I say, yo, just hear him out. No, this is my kid. This is not your kid.
Right.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Right? And me, and I say to her like this. I say, yo. I said, listen. I said, hear him out with what he got to say. And she be like this, yo. And she point that finger. And I'm like, nah, point that finger to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your child. But she point that finger as where, no, this is my child, I'm gonna do what I want to do, right? That's how she runs shit. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes parents do too much because me being a parent also, you still have to hear what they have to say. You understand? You can't just block it out because he's been here where I've heard him talk to his mother and say, Mom, just listen to what I have to say and you could decide on what you want. No, I don't want to hear nothing. That's not cool. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talked about everything in here about the dysfunction between the disconnect basically between the older generation and the younger generation, and I seen him say something that was very important. Communication. Communication is very important, man. And understanding. So
I have a question. We didn't hear from Siam, so
Who, the cameraman?
Yeah, the cameraman got to talk. What's going on?
Cameraman, no, don't talk about nothing.
Cameraman gonna talk, right?
Cameraman don't
So
talk.
Siam?
Cameraman don't
How you
talk. Cameraman don't talk.
cameraman, let me hear what you
Breaking
got to
code of
say.
conduct. Breaking code of
Let
conduct.
me hear what you got to say, cameraman. Let me hear what you got to say.
Breach.
For the most part, I feel like everybody already touched on like the high points about like the disconnect. It's just main point of communication and just being present in the child's life. I feel like I definitely like the younger generation. I see them in my own eyes. They definitely crave that male role model to look up to. They crave somebody to to follow and shit. And I seen that in a lot of kids. And I feel like it's just a matter of being present and being there to guide them.
So how did someone like you deal with an issue like that, not having your pops present physically to guide you through these situations?
I did have a couple of male role models in my life, I guess you could say I look up to, but
I know that bullshit.
well, for the most part, it's just it's just something you figure out. And nobody's perfect. You eventually you grow up into your own man. You just gotta figure it out. Not everybody figures it out. But, you get there eventually.
So we want to hear from them wrapping up, man. I want to hear from more.
We want to hear from the basketball player.
Yeah, man.
Basketball
I want
player.
to hear from the younger
He
generation.
ain't really saying
man.
much, but
Nah, he said what he said earlier.
He's saying a lot, right? He's saying a lot.
He ain't saying much, but he's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all the future.
But y'all gonna stop this pause shit with me and all of that shit, man.
Save.
You know what I'm
Well, we
saying?
used to be like, save
You know
mine,
what I'm
save
saying, man?
mine.
This is my generation. We used to go to Nathan's. You know what I'm saying? In Coney Island. I can't mention nothing around. I can't mention Nathan around y'all. I say, yo, man, I'm going to Coney Island to go get. They say, chill, pause before I even say it. I be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I can't even go and tell them. I can't. Yeah, but I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that this whole generation is different. You know what I'm saying? We used to eat cheesesteak. I used to eat meatball heroes. They say, pause.
I'm with you, man. Shit. Pause.
But I'm just trying to explain. Well, I'm trying to tell you that this generation is different. So I understand where they're coming from and everything like that. So I relate to them, and I also want them to relate to me. You know?
In the summer, right?
Yeah.
I'm here chilling. I'm about to get my hair cut. He like, yo, go around the block and grab me a glizzy. Kill like 2 of them.
See, they can't say hot dog. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo,
He
grab
didn't
me a
say
burger.
hot dog.
I said,
He
no, I
said
didn't say
glizzy.
glizzy. I said, go. I said, nah, that's not what
So
I
he
said.
know the
This
meaning.
is exactly what you said. I'm gonna tell you what you said.
Maybe he
Nah,
didn't understand.
No, they didn't. No, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said. I know what I said. You trying to do words over. I said to him, go around the corner. They had a barbecue going around there, and they had, you know, they did a block party. So I donate to the block party. So the lady came and said, Bernard, you donated. Remember to come and get some food. So I said, yeah. So he was in here. I said, yo, go around the corner. Get me a hot dog and a hamburger. He said, yo, no glizzy, son. No glizzy. No glizzy. I don't do no glizzy, right? So he came back. When he came back with some chicken on the plate. Right? So he came back with the chicken on the plate, right? So I gotta respect them from their era, right? So I said, yo, what up, man? The hot dogs up? He said, pause. He said, nah, none of that was there. So then after that, a lady came in here that was up the block. She brought me a hot dog and a burger. I said, yo. He said, nah, I ain't buying that. Nah, I'm not going to stand online for that. I said, yeah. So you got to understand this generation is different. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Yeah, I got to respect them. That's their era. You know what I'm saying? That's not my era. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if they fucking hungry and they stomach touching their back, they're going to eat one of the, what you call it, a glizzy or a hot dog, whatever. You know, but it's just that, like I said, you see what we just talking about now? This is a good thing that we all come together. Communication is the key. You know what I'm saying? Communication and understanding is the key. And we got to respect what they think. They also got to respect about what we think. You know what I'm saying? So it's the whole mutual thing is a respect for each other. You know? Because nobody going to listen to you if they don't respect you.
Right.
You know? Nobody going to listen to you. If they don't respect you, you know, I try to help a lot of these kids here in the community. I try to help a lot of them. And like I said, if I could help 3 out of 10, I'm doing my job. Some of them will come. That's why I say what I'm going to get back to with just you asking me the same question about my father beating me or whatever, anything like that. I understood that from getting that whoop ass. I know that, shit, I ain't supposed to do this again. Just talking to somebody, I'm telling you, I've seen it so many times. I talk to these kids, it go in this ear and it float out the other. Right? You know, I saw a kid here one time, he came here and, you know, he was having problems with the crew and the gang bang and stuff and everything like that. And he came in the chair and I spoke to him, I said, oh, you know, your mother, you live with your mother be worried about you. The mother even came here and asked me to talk to him. I talked to this kid, cut his hair, and he came out with the money. I said, nah, I don't even want the money, man. I just want you to remember what I said to you. Yo, he looked at me like this. Yo, man, I needed this talk. I needed that from you and everything like that. He even hugged me and said, yo, thank you. He said, yo, I know I put my mother through a lot and she'd leave work to come and get me sometime. I get in trouble, but yo, I'm glad that you talk like this to me. Remember what I said? I talked to him. 2 weeks later, this nigga in another shootout shit with some, you know what I'm saying? So,
talking that don't matter. He's planting the seed, though.
Yeah, but you know, but as long as I had said something and as long as he could acquire and take what I said to him, I just want them to take that in and do something with it. Some of them don't listen, you know, so that's where it is. And it's just like the lack of respect. You try to talk to a lot of them out here, but like I said, again, it's also a financial situation too. Like I said to you, me, I'm driving a old car out there, whatever. You can't say nothing to a young kid that's driving a Lamborghini. I had a kid that come here, he driving a Wraith, young boy. Parked the Wraith here on the sidewalk one day. Wanted to go to this club over here. He said, yo, big homie, I said, do what you want, man. That's not my sidewalk. I can't tell him, yo, don't what's it called, dude. He's making money. He's scamming. That's what he do. So that's what I'm trying to say. They look at it like, what could you tell, what could I learn from you and you ain't got what I got? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I feel
you can't tell them nothing about life when they feel that they live in the life. When they really not, because that's what they look at. They look at the material,
I mean,
right? They look at the
cool,
material
right?
stuff, thinking that that's the life, but it's not.
I mean, it's cool because it's cool because you know the same thing you telling them is what our parents try to tell us, and vice versa. The cycle continue.
Right.
And sometimes in life, sometimes only life can teach certain lessons.
Of
Only
course,
we gotta survive.
of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And you know, you just gotta continue to do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure.
And you see what I say?
Affects some.
You see what I say? And you could understand what I'm saying because you did time and I did time. And when you did your time, you never went back. When I did my time, I never went back. You know why? Because I learned when I did my time, all the friends that I had wasn't there for me. It was only my family. My mother and father were there for me. They was coming to visit me. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with a girl at the time. She got pregnant for somebody else. This is supposed to be my girl. You understand what I'm saying? So it's me learning from that experience, but we know the difference, like with life and who was there for us. These younger generation don't know. They in jail every fucking week.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And
I'm not lying. They in jail every week, and it's like they're not learning nothing from this because this can't be life.
But I have something to say, like Siam said. He said the biggest thing. They crave that male, you know, attention and affection and guidance and all of that. So it starts from the men, you know what I'm saying? And not saying that y'all all at fault and things like that.
Right.
Things happen in life, but he said it. Like, this is what they need. You know what I'm saying? So even when you're talking and you think they're not listening, trust me, they listening, but they in situations just like we were. Like, the times has changed. Times has changed, but they're still kind of the same. Because we did what we wanted to do growing up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't listen. We got, you know, our parents told the cycle continues. But we remember, you know, it's all about values and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So as long as they have those values set, you know, then they're gonna eventually when they get to that age, they're gonna
gotta survive it.
Yeah, they gotta survive it. But those things don't leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those things stay forever. So what he said was like the biggest thing. Like, we want that, we crave that. So don't stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep talking. Even if you think they're not listening, paying attention, they're gonna do what they want to do. Like you said. They're gonna do. You can't get to everybody. They gotta learn, but they're gonna remember. Like, oh, this like you remember your father beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? Just like you always talk about your dad did this and this. Oh, I hate my father. You know what I'm saying? You don't really mean it at that time. You just
angry
like
at that time.
Right. So
as
you know
you get
what I'm
older,
but
you see
what
happens. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I always said. Like, they're gonna see. Like, they're gonna learn.
Yeah, but you want to know what?
Remember.
The reason why I talk to them now is because I don't want them to see it when it's too late.
But
you know what I mean? It just got to do what
You understand what I'm saying?
I think it's
You don't want to see it.
course.
You don't want them to see it when it's too late.
And that's
like,
what
you
we
know
always do. We always try to protect them, and you know.
I try to encourage a lot of these younger youths now, like, yo, you know what? Take one of these city exams. Take one of these state exams. Because if you take it at a young age, you could retire by the time you're 40. They be like, what, 40? Yo. But they don't understand.
They don't understand.
They don't
I didn't even think I lived to be this old.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And what I'm saying, that you didn't think that you would live to be this old.
Right.
But the younger generation,
they
lifespan is like 25, 23. If that. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get these younger ones, they dying off fast because their whole mentality is different, man.
But it's not even that. Like you said,
it's not even the mentality.
Tell me what it is, yeah.
Because, like, I had a friend that passed away on my birthday, and it wasn't even because of, like, I wouldn't say gang affiliated, but, like, the people that they be hanging around with. Once you see them hanging around somebody and you know that's their friend and they don't like them or they have beef with each other, they're gonna get whoever and anybody who you feel that loves you or cares about you any type of way. So I wouldn't say it's only them. It's a couple of teenagers that are like that and just don't care and be in the like gang affiliated stuff, and that's how they get murdered or end up dying. But it's not the case sometimes. Sometimes it's just because of the people they hang out with.
Good point. You see,
I like to hear that.
I'm gonna take that what you said, and I'm gonna take that in, and I agree with you. That's why I said communication is the key. Because now you taught me something, and I just learned from you.
So, you know, in closing out, you know, I definitely want to hear from them closing out on what y'all think, you know, we can do to kind of like, you know, to help better things for y'all in any way. What advice would y'all have for the older generation? What advice y'all got for the older generation?
Honestly, keep it a bug. as much. I just don't think that y'all can do anything to fix this young generation. Like, it's got too deep. Like, everybody does it talking. They hear talking like every day, and nothing changes. So I don't really think talking is really gonna help them, in my opinion.
I agree. Okay, I understand.
Like, I don't think there's not nothing in the world that you could do, but I just feel like
We're doomed.
yeah, y'all are doing enough. Like me seeing it, like
I don't know though. A lot of
it's
things
crazy
was
out
gone.
here.
Was
The
gone.
murder rates is higher than ever for me. So it's like, what is talking gonna do if somebody's in the street every day busting their gun? Just keep it a buck, like. That's,
I agree. Like, I feel like talking does help in a certain way, but it won't help everybody because everybody views things differently. And like you said, no matter if you talk to someone, there's always somebody that's behind them that's saying things in their ear that's motivating them to go do something else than what you're telling them. So, I feel like you keep the talks up, but probably like just start like doing like little stuff here and there to probably like hang out and just check in here and there, see if everyone's good.